Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back again today. It's Friday. Pretty fucking happy about that. Last day of work for the week. I got paid last night. Didn't get to cash my check till this morning, so just went to Walmart because I needed a pack of smokes. Anyways, so today I'm actually shooting two videos. Both of them will be up. Hopefully, I'll be able to get them all downloaded because it takes a while on this fucking thing. Right now, this video I'm doing is going to be about body modification. Like, this basically more the extreme shit, like tattoos, yes, a little bit, not much because it's very common nowadays. Um, Even stretching ears is more of a thing. Speaking of which, I know I'm going to fucking butcher your name probably, but hold on, let me go on Facebook and check this out. It was actually suggested to me on a Facebook post I commented on. Uh, Rhea Lay, I have no fucking clue, dude, but shout out to you for giving me this idea, or like saying, hey, you should do that. But basically, what we were talking about was when people call stretched ears, like, I know I have little ones, so it's a bad fucking example, but when people call stretched ears gauges. Now, I'm just gonna cover this really fucking quick, it's not too hard. Alright, I'll even fucking pull this fucker out for you. Alright, so I'm at a 4 gauge. That's a measurement, see? That's the diameter around based on however they do gauge sizes, or like gauge measurements, I should say. But yeah, I'm at a 4 gauge. It's just a little hole, nothing too special. And this little piece of jewelry right here is technically a plug. They're basically posts because I'm still small as fuck. But yeah, it's a plug. The hollow ones are tunnels, and those long things that are pointed at one end are tapers, which are technically not jewelry. You wear those fuckers in your ear for too long, and what'll happen is there's so much weight on one side that instead of healing straight, or like when you stretch, instead of your lobe healing completely straight, I'm trying to get this fucker in, it'll start to dip. So like the I want to say it'll be the backside. It'll heal that like on an angle instead of being straight like it should, which in turn will lead to complications when you try to stretch again to a bigger size, from my understanding of it. But yeah, it's that simple, guys. Like, stretched ears, fucking these are plugs. The hollow ones are tunnels, and tapers are what you use to get your ear to the next size, and then you follow it through. I'll do a video on it next time I size up. Mainly, like, what I wanted to get to on the whole body modification thing is more along the lines of like how people view it, and people that have modifications, and a little bit about the modifications I want to do. So I'll start out with that. Basically, the first time I saw anybody with any sort of modification other than tattoos was I was probably 10 in Hot Topic, suburban white kid. Hot Topic's the first place you're probably going to see most of that shit. Um, but I walked in there, and this guy, he probably, I want to say, guessing, like thinking back to it, he was probably at like an inch, inch and a half, some shit around there. But they were fucking huge, especially like for my first time seeing that shit, and I was honestly kind of freaked out freaked out by it in a way. Sorry, I'm kind of tongue tied, but like as time progressed, I started like getting into metal more and all that, and seeing like, hey, this really is kind of cool. Like, I started seeing the other side of life instead of just the typical like everyday stuff. I'm not calling it bullshit because there's nothing wrong with living a normal, not modified life. But at the same time, there shouldn't be a problem with living a modified life. Like, for me, my goal size for my ears is an inch. I have my cartilage pierced, which really isn't a crazy modification. I mean, every fucking prep white girl has that shit. Usually they get it before they go to Starbucks, but um, October 5th, I'm getting a subdermal implant in my ear at Manipulations, Tattoos, and Piercings in Salmonock, Illinois. Bert, he's the guy that pierced this. Fucking awesome work from what I've seen through his pictures and people that, or the person that I know that has gotten something done from him, who is actually his girlfriend. I used to work with her at McDonald's when I was there. He's done implants on himself. He removed his own nipple. That's fucking crazy, but awesome at the same time, because I don't got the fucking stones to do that shit. That's fucking intense. But yeah. So getting the brass knuckle subdermal in my ear. Um, Hopefully around spring or summer, whenever he puts the order in for the implant. Um, Getting a skull on my sternum. I forgot if we're going with a 2.5-inch width one or what, but some shit like that. So it's gonna be a pretty decent size. And I just want to get covered in tattoos, couple piercings when I move out, because I can't do facial shit while I'm still living in my parents' house. But for piercings, I want my septum done. My bridge is probably gonna get done. A nose piercing, or like a nostril piercing. My nipples, I can actually probably get done here soon. I just have really small nipples, so sorry to get personal and shit, but I don't know, I'm kind of nervous about that one. Like, if they can do it without going through like the whole fucking areola. But yeah, so there's that. And how the shit's viewed by the public. It's, I don't know, to me it's kind of sad, because like, this is America, you know, like, we're supposed to be the land of the free, all that shit. Like, it's basically, the way I see it is, people that are modified are in a culture. Like, you know, it's commonplace, or it's like a group of people that have a common thing, and that's having their bodies altered. Now, whether it's what level it is, depends, you know. Tattoos, that's one thing. Anybody can get a tattoo, and no big fucking deal. But, you know, someone wants to get implants, like horns, that's apparently some huge fucking problem. They want to get their tongue split, you know, it's like, shit that makes people happy and is seen as something that's not normal is instantly, well, from like my point of view, seems to be that it's instantly fucking put down and like shit on, you know? Like, not to talk shit or anything or be disrespectful, but my stepdad's a perfect example of this, you know? Like, if he sees someone with like a neck tattoo or piercings, like facial piercings, they're a freak. Or they have stretched ears, freaks, you know? It's like, just because they don't fit the social norm means that they're fucked up and they're not worth talking to, basically, from what I've gathered from the way he talks about it. And modified people are no different than anyone else in the aspect of personality and all that shit. And half the time, I fucking think they're better people than most regular people, you know? Like, they're not fucking as quick to judge as, like, your normal run-of-the-mill fucking everyday motherfuckers are. Like, it's bullshit to me. Like, I know I'm 18 and I think I know everything and shit, but, like, that's not the case at all. It's just looking at it from a pure human standpoint, you know? Like, we're all fucking people. Some of us just decide, like, we want to decorate ourselves with like permanent, semi-permanent jewelry, putting things in our skin, shit like that. Speaking of which, with putting shit in your skin, implants, like the skulls and all that shit, subdermals, basically the same thing as getting a fucking boob job, you know? Like, on the level, even Botox, that's a fucking modification. Facelift's a modification. Shaving your head's a modification. Any sort of haircut's a modification. Shaving your beard, that's a modification. A modification is, I'm sorry, I'm fucking going all over the board on this. It's just kind of how I am. But a modification is basically anything, like body modification is anything that changes or alters the natural way your body is. So your body naturally grows hair. You cut it. Modification. Fucking you put makeup on. Modification. Brushing your teeth is hygiene. So I don't know where I'm gonna put that. That's kind of a fucking stupid example. It just popped in my head, so I figured I'd say something about it. But like, I don't know. It just like basically I'm paraphrasing here, but it's like what Martin Luther King said. Like in an essence, like he spoke about we shouldn't judge people by the complexion of their skin, and I'm gonna broaden that and say by what they look like in general. It should be the content of their character, and fucking in any way that's the most fucking like inspirational amazing shit ever, because it's true, you know, no matter what you look like, you're still a human being and you're still fucking beautiful. Don't let anybody fucking tell you otherwise, all right? It's all about what makes you happy. Like fucking if you're sitting there, you're all pierced up, tatted up, fucking implants everywhere, and you wake up every morning and look in the mirror when you fucking brush your teeth, do your hair, whatever, fucking get out of the shower, and you smile because you like the way you look, fuck everyone else. It shouldn't be this fucking bullshit of, you know, we want to do what makes us happy, but we get ridiculed for it, fucking put down, seen as less of a person, just because we don't necessarily conform to society and do exactly what's normal. It's like, you know, like you guys know what I'm trying to fucking get at here. Like, just be happy, do what you fucking want. It shouldn't fucking matter. And all these politicians like trying to regulate tattoos and what you can and can't have, like, it's fucking stupid. And the stigma that people that do modify themselves, even like neck tattoos, fucking hand tattoos, they're dirty, fucking mean, all this shit, it's fucking stupid. And I see it all the time. Like, a lot of my family has, like, they seem to have this stigma that, like, the people, like, especially with my music, like, a lot of the bands I listen to, fucking neck tattoos, hand tattoos, ears like fucking this, which is awesome as hell. I love that shit. Like, they think they're bad people, especially since, like, they play fucking heavy metal. And they scream and it sounds evil. Like, half those motherfuckers are the nicest people ever. And it's sad because, like, I don't know. These people think they're better than the modified people because they're normal. But they talk so down and disrespectfully, like, towards and of people just because they're different, which really, in my opinion, makes them the dirty pieces of shit, you know? Like, what the fuck? You're always taught when you're a kid, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, you're gonna put a little fucking asterisk next to that and say, unless they have stretched ears, facial piercings, are modified, have tattoos everywhere, yada 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 yada. No. It's the basic fucking principle of being a good person and not judging someone. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover. Fucking another perfect example that we're taught as kids, and it seems that as people grow up and all this shit, they forget it. Like, what the fuck, you know? Trying to think of what else I wanted to touch on. I don't know. Yeah, I really didn't plan this out. I just kind of fucking hit the mouse button on my fucking computer and started going. But you know, like, I don't know. Just people kind of sicken me, like, in the sense that you can't be happy without someone judging you. Like, you know, like, I've seen modifications that I personally wouldn't do, but, you know, that, like, kind of, like, get me, like, oh, shit, that's kind of, like, not, like, fucked up, but it catches me off guard, you know, like, puts me on edge, and, like, it just makes me respect that person more because or I shouldn't say that. Like I have a different level of respect, I guess. Like that runs parallel, but in a different aspect for doing something of the sort. Like people getting their tongue split and tattooed. Crazy as fuck. First time I saw it, I was like, holy shit, like who the fuck thought of that, you know? But like, you know, man, if you got that shit, right on to you, man. Fucking, it's awesome. And it makes you happy, beautiful. You know, like you want to be normal, beautiful. Or normal. Because what the fuck is normal, you know? Like we all have our shit that makes us unnormal, so you might as well just drop the whole fucking thing. Um, no, it just sucks that like people that get heavily tattooed and all that shit, like, are seen as less, you know? I mean, it's fucking stupid. The world is too filled with judgment, and instead of worrying about what other people look like, I think people should be more focused on just being better people, you know, being nicer, more courteous, all that shit. So, I think I'm going to end this video because it's like 16 and a half minutes long. I'm not going to edit or cut it or anything. I'm just going to fucking let it run. But what I want from you guys is to comment your opinions on all of this. Um, you know, let me kind of see what you guys think. I'll respond to everything. What else? Like, you know, like the video, subscribe to me if you aren't subscribed already and you want to see more of my opinions and shit, and just kind of what I do. So, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video that I'm about to record. Have a good one.